Hello and welcome to today's video. This is your host Yuriku from Shadowdale, and today's video is a guide to the Temple of Elemental Evil, the Earth Node. Some buffs that I would recommend for this quest would be freedom of movement, jump, blur or displacement, and death ward. It is also a wise idea to use acid resist and neutralize poison potions. So first we're going to click on the stone tablet here. And to complete this quest you have to activate all of the gate beacons. Some enemy types you'll encounter in this dungeon are mudmen, earth elementals, mephits, oozes, rust monsters, and sometimes umber hulks. Now these elemental nodes can be frustrating sometimes for players because it is kind of a bit of a maze, but I will show you here in a moment what to look for when entering all of the different elemental nodes. So as you can see here, there are these green swirls, and that's what you want to look for specifically in the Earth Elemental node. These guide the way to where a gate beacon is. So we're just going to continue following this. And dealing with the enemies along the path. One thing to be wary of in the elemental nodes is this dungeon scales very highly with mobs, the more people you add, so you'll want to be careful as you continue through these dungeons. And here is the first gate beacon. You will notice that the green swirls disappear after we light the beacon, so you'll want to backtrack the same way you came. Now we're going to take a right here, and this leads us sort of to the main chamber in the Earth Node. You'll have a few enemies to deal with. Up ahead, we're going to encounter a green dragon. And he's surrounded by a bunch of watcher constructs, which you'll want to take out with ranged weapons if you can. And be careful, they deal lots of force damage. The green dragon does cast spells at you and can be formidable, but having the poison neutralization potions helps prevent a lot of his poison attacks from stacking up and dealing damage on you. But you will want to be careful of respawning mobs, such as the node-born earth elementals that I'm fighting now. And any spells that he casts. I recommend getting rid of all of the watcher constructs in this area before looting or deciding on your next area to explore. So as we can see, to the east and to the north, there are 2 gate beacons that we need to activate, and we can loot the chest now. This chest from the Green Dragon does have a chance to contain named loot that is specific to the Earth Elemental node. So we'll go to the east first, and following the green swirls. Now that we've lit the 3rd beacon, we can make our way back to that sort of center chamber where we fought the Green Dragon. And from here, we're going to head north. From here, we're going to want to head north again. After dealing with the enemies. And all of the Temple of Elemental nodes are a great place to farm remnants. And up here, you can see on the left here, up this ramp, is the last gate beacon. We'll go ahead and make our way back. If we look to the east here, you can see a shrine if you need it. And there's a ramp up there, but there are more enemies, and we currently don't need it, so we're just going to progress back to the main chamber. Now that all of the beacons are lit, the barrier is down, and we can proceed to the final area where we have a giant earth elemental to fight. There's a shrine right there, and I would use that before the final fight if you're doing this on a higher difficulty, or if you just need to replenish your spell points, hit points, and or class abilities. And after you defeat all of the minor enemies in the room and approach it, the giant earth elemental will get up, and he's pretty quick, so just be careful with that. But a relatively easy boss to defeat. And now that that's done, and we've killed the boss, we can click on the shrine here, and this will complete the quest.
All well and good, but my hunger
Now we can collect our loot. Thank you for watching.